Sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, Shabbat u'menucha. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, sim, 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 shalom, sim, sim. Sim shalom, sim, sim, sim shalom, Shabbat u'menucha. Shabbat shalom, welcome to Kabbalat Shabbat for Shalom Park. Welcome all. Whether you've been here before or you're new, we welcome your spirit and your voice. Just join us for this Kabbalat Shabbat. We use a booklet, so the pages I'm calling from are the Shalom Park booklet, but just join in the songs or just elevate your voice, la la la. It's just fine. L'chu neranana l'Adonai naria l'tzur yeshenu. Nikadma fanav b'todah bizmirot naria lo. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose and meaning. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may we all live in such a way that this Shabbat fulfills its promise to us. Come, let us sing joyfully. Shiru l'Adonai. Sing unto God, Shir Chadash, a new song. Shiru l'Adonai, Kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, Shir Chadash. Sing unto God, all the earth, a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai, Kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, Shir Chadash. I will sing unto God a new song. Yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz, Yiram hayam umlo'o. Let the heavens rejoice and the earth be glad. Let the seas roar and all within it thunder. We're on page 4. Adonai malach tagel haaretz yismechu yim rabim. Anan va'arafel, Zvivav tzedek u'mishpat, Machon kis'o. Or zerua, light is sown for the righteous, and joy for the upright in heart. Exalt Adonai, O you righteous, and give thanks to God's holy name. Romamu Adonai Eloheinu v'hish tachavu l'har kodsho ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. And on page 6, we welcome in the Sabbath bride. Ya la 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 chadodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabala lechadodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabala la 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 shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad Yishmiyanu el hamiyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad L'shemul tiferet v'liti la 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 chadodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabala lechadodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabala la 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 likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha ki makor ha'baracha merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'asa במחשבה תהילה לה 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 לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת מקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת מקבלה לה 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 לה. We rise as we are able, spiritually, physically. Page 9. This is Greeting the Sabbath Bride. Boi v'shalom, ateret bala, gam v'simcha v'sochala, toch emunei am segula, boi chala la 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 dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabala, lecha dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat, p'nei Shabbat, p'nei Shabbat, nekabala la 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 la. And on page 10, we have the Psalm for Shabbat. It's good to give thanks to God, to praise your name, proclaim your love every morning, and your faithfulness each night. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, u'lizamer shimcha elyon, להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות. יאללה לי, ready? יאללה לה לה יאללה לה לה יאללה לה לה יאללה לה יאללה לה לה יאללה לה לה יאללה לה לה יאללה לה יאללה לה לה יאללה לה לה יאללה לה לה יאללה לה יאללה לה לה יאללה לה לה יאללה לה לה יאללה לה. The righteous shall flourish like palm tree. They shall thrive like the cedars of Lebanon, planted in the house of God. They shall flourish in the courts of Adonai. Tzad, page 11. Tzadik katamar. Tzadik katamar yifrach yifrach. Tzadik katamar yifrach. Tzadik katamar yifrach yifrach. Tzadik katamar yifrach. Ka'eres belvanon yiske. Ka'eres belvanon yiske. Ka'eres belvanon yiske. Yiske. Ka'eres belvanon yiske. Ka'eres belvanon yiske. Ka'eres belvanon yiske. Yiske. Page 13, the call to worship. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer, on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days. Lest my day be today as the one before, lest routines set my way. We rise again as we are able. Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach. HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Uma'avir yom u'mevi lailo, mavdil ben yom u'vein laila. Adonai tzvaot shmo, El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv, Aravim. As the heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows, from whom love flows. Ahavat olam. Ahavat olam. Beit Yisrael. Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Ahakein Adonai Eloheinu, b'shochbeinu u'kumenu, nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'b'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki hem chayenu v'orech yameinu u'vahem negeh Uvahem negeh yomam v'layla v'ahavat al tasir mimenu l'olamim Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael ohev amo Yisrael. In each age we add our wisdom to that which has gone before us. At each moment the knowing heart is filled with wonder. In each age the children of Torah become its builders and seek to set the world firm on a foundation of truth. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha v'hayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam B'shivtecha b'beitecha, u'v'lachtecha al v'derech, u'v'shochbecha, u'v'kumecha, u'kshartam le'od al yadecha, v'hayu l'totafot bein einecha, u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, u'vish Arecha. In the middle of page 19. You shall make for yourself tzitzit on the corners of your garment throughout the ages. The tzitzit are reminders to do all of my mitzvot so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. Adonai Elohechem Emet. When we were led out of Egypt, out of the narrow place, we were led to the edge of the sea of reeds. And we found ourselves in a boundary. And so we had to wait until someone was brave enough to open that, to go into the water so that another space was opened. Michamocha b'limadonai, Mikamocha nedar b'kol Kodesh, Nora Tehilot, Osefele, Nora Tehilot, Osefele, Mahutecha Ra'uvanecha, Bokei Hayam, Lifnei Moshe, Ze'eli Anu Ve'amaru, Adonai Yimloch Elam Va'ed, Mihamocha, Melim Adonai, Mikamocha, Nedar Bakodesh, Nora Tehilot, Osefele, Nora Tehilot, Osefele, V'ne'emar Kivod Adonai, Et Yaakov, Ugo Mian Hazak Mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael, Michamocha, Belim Adonai, Mikamocha, Nedar Bakodesh, Nora Tehilot, Osefele, Nora Tehilot, Osefele. And it is said the Eternal has rescued Jacob, redeemed him from a mightier power. Praised are you, Adonai, who redeemed Israel. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, Eloheinu l'shalom. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, Eloheinu l'shalom, Ushmor tzedkenu, Uvoenu l'chaim l'shalom, Ushmor tzedkenu, Uvoenu l'chaim l'shalom. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, Eloheinu l'shalom. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, Eloheinu l'shalom. Ufros aleinu, Sukat shlomecha. Ufros aleinu, Sukat shlomecha. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, Eloheinu l'shalom. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, Eloheinu l'shalom. Page 25 we read, Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest. Sanctify us with your mitzvot and grant us a share in your Torah. Satisfy us with your goodness and gladden us with your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your gracious love, Adonai, our God, grant us your holy Shabbat as a heritage. Blessed are you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. And as we are able, we rise for the Hatzi Kaddish to be followed by the Amidah, our conversation with God. Yikadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba ba'alma dibra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei docho beit Yisrael bagala Uvizman kariv v'maru amen. Yeheshmei Rabba mefarach le'alam u'lalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal Shemay Dekudasha Barichu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'Shirata Tushbechata V'Nechemata Da'amiran V'Alma V'Maru Amen. Adonai Svatai Tiftach Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Adonai, open my lips, that my mouth may declare your praises. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanara, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot, Umevi Gula Livnei V'Neihem, L'ma'an Shemo, Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ufokei Tzara, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye Metim Atarav, Lehoshia, Mashiv HaRuach, Umarid HaGashem, Mechakel Chayim B'Chesed, Mechaye Metim B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar, Nichamocha Ba'al Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memid, Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'emanata L'hachayot Metim, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechaye HaMetim. Praise to you, Adonai, the Holy God. Baruch Atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Vayechulu Hashemayim v'ha'aretz v'chol tzva'am, vayechol Elohim b'yom hashvi'i melachto asher asa, v'yishbot b'yom hashvi'i, mikol melachto asher asa, v'yivarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i, v'kadesh oto kivo Shabbat, mikol melachto asher bara Elohim la'asot. Bottom of 33. Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu, Ritzei v'mnuchatenu, Kadshenu b'mitzvotecha, V'tein chelkeinu b'toratecha, Sabeinu mituvecha, V'samcheinu b'shuatecha, V'tahel libeinu, V'tahel libeinu, Le'avdecha be'emet, V'hanhilenu Adonai Eloheinu, V'havav ratzon Shabbat kodshecha, V'anuchu v'Yisrael, Mikadeshei Shemecha, Baruch atah Adonai, Mikadesh HaShabbat. Middle of 35. Grant lasting peace to your people Israel and to all who dwell on earth. For you are the sovereign God of peace. May it please you to bless your people Israel in every season and at every moment with peace. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai, HaMevarech et Amo Yisrael b'Shalom. We take a moment for silent prayer. Ose Shalom b'mromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru imaru amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael b'maru amen. So this week's Torah portion is Mishpatim, and it begins, Ve'ele ha-mishpatim asher tasim lifnechem. These are the rules that you shall set before them. And there's discussion about why these rules, why these kind of rules even. We have 3 different types of laws that are handed to us. Mishpatim are the ones that we can understand, that we come up with ourselves. So why put them before the people? Or is it saying, put these rules before the ones you don't understand? Before the rules of Edut, which are rules that are heavenly rules. We might come up with them, but not from human interaction. Or the Chukim, which are rules that we never in our wildest dreams come up with, like don't mix linen and wool in a single fabric. It's called shatnez. Who would dream of such a thing? So we have these 3 different types, and this parsha is about the rules that we can understand. But we have to remember that because we can understand them, it means that, and it has a different name, that it means there are other kinds of rules out there that we may not understand. We don't have a mind that can go for infinity. So this week's Torah story, it's not a Torah story, it's a story that's related to that. It's called God's Hidden Ways. And it is told by Daniel and Hannah Sperber. Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi was a wise scholar and a righteous man. People came from near and far to ask his advice, but there was one question even he could not answer. Why do good people sometimes suffer, while wicked people often prosper? One day, Rabbi Yehoshua saw an old man leaning on a cane. "Good day, sir," he greeted him. Are you new to our city?" "Yes," the man replied. "I am Eliyahu Hanavi, the prophet Elijah. God sent me to you." Rabbi Yehoshua was overjoyed. "For years I have prayed for wisdom to understand God's hidden ways. Please tell me, why do good people sometimes suffer, while wicked people often prosper?" "Come with me," replied Eliyahu, "and see how I carry out God's plan on earth. This may help you understand." They walked together all day long, and towards evening a rainstorm broke out. They were both tired and soaked to the skin. Just then a man and a woman came out of a hut and ran in the pouring rain to the thin cow tied up in their yard. "Come out of the rain, you poor old girl," said the woman to the cow. "I'll soon have you dried off and in your shed." The couple saw Rabbi Yehoshua and Eliyahu watching them. "Please, gentlemen," the man said, "come to our home. You can sleep in our house tonight." So Eliyahu and Rabbi Yehoshua entered the couple's hut. The man seated them on the only chairs in the house, while his wife served hot milk and bread. "Please forgive me for not offering you more, but this is all we have." Later, before he fell asleep, Rabbi Yehoshua heard Eliyahu pray for the couple's cow to die. How could this be, he wondered. Perhaps I didn't hear him right. But in the morning he heard the woman crying out to her husband, "Our poor cow is dead, struck by lightning, just as I sat down to milk her." Rabbi Yehoshua's heart was filled with anger and sorrow. Is this the reward these kind and generous people deserve? As if reading his mind, Eliyahu raised his finger and warned, "If you question my actions, I will leave and you will learn nothing." Eliyahu and Rabbi Yehoshua set out again. Towards evening, they reached the home of a very rich man. They knocked on the door. The man called out, "Who is it?" "We are tired and hungry travelers," Eliyahu replied. "Please, let us have something to eat and a place to sleep." "There's no food here for lazy beggars," the man said, not even opening the door. "I have my own troubles. The wall at the back of my house fell down and none of the workers showed up to fix it. Sleep in the garden if you must, but be gone at dawn." At dawn, Eliyahu and Rabbi Yehoshua got up. Their bodies ached from lying on the cold stone bench. Eliyahu began to pray for God to fix the broken wall in the wealthy man's house, and immediately the wall rose up and fixed itself. Rabbi Yehoshua was furious. He turned to Eliyahu and cried out, "You pray for bad things to happen to good people and good things to happen to wicked people. Why?" "You've questioned my actions, so I must leave. But first, I will explain what you have seen. Lightning was going to strike the poor man's wife when she went to milk the cow. I prayed to God that she might live and the cow be struck instead. And as for the wealthy miser, underneath the broken wall lies hidden treasures of gold. The miser will be overjoyed that his wall was miraculously repaired. What he doesn't know is that the miracle prevented him from finding the gold." "Always remember," concluded Eliyahu, "the ways of God are hidden. Not everything is as it appears to be. Not everything that seems good is really good. And not everything that seems bad is really bad." And then Just as suddenly as he had appeared, Eliyahu vanished. Perhaps this is also a story about another part of the parasha, which talks about how to treat strangers among us, the ger. Indeed, how we treat people, that we should treat them well, for we were strangers in Egypt. This is mentioned, that we should treat the ger, the stranger, the orphan, the widow. It's mentioned 36 times in Torah. Obviously an important part of the lessons we're supposed to learn. So now we take a moment to send out prayers of healing. If you would hold in your hearts and in your heads all of those who are currently in need of physical, of emotional, of mental healing, and all of their caregivers who spend so much time making sure that that healing process takes place. Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzhak Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Yivarach V'raped HaCholim Elna Rafanala Elna Rafana Elna Rafana La Elna Rafana Elna Rafana La Elna Rafana Elna Rafana La Elna Rafana Elna Rafana La. Send good thoughts out into the country, out around the world, and up into the heavens for all of those in need of healing, all of their caregivers and caretakers as well. We rise as we are able for Aleinu on page 39. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tet gedula le'otzer bereshit, shelo asanu kigoyei haratzot, v'lo samanu kamishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam. Va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamalachim hakadosh baruch hu. On page 40, together. It is up to us to hallow creation, to respond to life with the fullness of our lives. It is up to us to meet the world, to embrace the whole, even as we wrestle with its parts. It is up to us to repair the world and to bind our lives to truth. Therefore, we bend the knee and shake off the stiffness that keeps us from the subtle graces of life and the subtle gestures of love. With reverence and thanksgiving, we accept our destiny and set for ourselves the task of redemption. Kakatuv b'toratecha Adonai yimloch le'olam va'en ונאמר וחי אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו echad. We think of our loved ones, whom death has recently taken from us, those who have died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. Zikronam livracha. May their memories be for a blessing. At Shalom Park, we are remembering for the coming week Charlotte Bach, Bertha Schindler, Rose Sperling, Elsie Smith, Ruth Moreland, Seema Grinstein, Mary Kolazos, Alexei Moisheyev, Howard Dare, Virginia Farthing, Andrea Rushka, Leah Weingart, Martha Sassoon, Wayne Burke, Pearl Goldie, Carl Rollert, Jeannie Frank, Dora Martin, Jeanette Wagner, Betty Sharoff, May Golan, Ruth Roeder, Justine Rodriguez, Minnie Schneider, Leibov Balaban, Stuart Chazen, Myrtle Rosshup, Pauline Fernandez, William D'Amato, Thelma Benowitz, Lacey Shaw, Gladys Lavenhar, Abram Raven, Shirley Nelson, Herman Schwartz, Evelyn Solomon, Dave Wolf, and Edward Bernstein. If there are others for whom you are either in a period of mourning in your Shiva still or in Shloshim, or for whom you are saying a yahrzeit, say their names out loud now. Write them into the chat if you would like. We say Kaddish together on page 45. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah v'alma di v'ra chirute v'yamlich malchute v'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'gala'ah uv'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mevarach la'olam u'almei almaya Yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar, v'yitromam, v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar, v'yit'aleh, v'yithalal, shemei d'kudashah barichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yimaru. Amen. Please be seated. Let me take a moment to light candles and say Kiddush and Motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Kiddush. It's on the back page of, if you're using the booklet. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava ratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh bereshit ki hu yom te'ilah l'mikra kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim ki fanu v'harta v'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava u'v'ratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. And Motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Angels are another name for feelings. When we love and act with kindness, we create angels of love and kindness. It is our job to fill our world with angels and messengers of love and kindness who link people together as one family. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei HaElyon, Mi Melech, Malchei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem LeShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei HaElyon, Mi Melech, Malchei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Barchuni LeShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei HaElyon, Mi Melech, Malchei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Teitchem LeShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei HaElyon, Mi Melech, Malchei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom. Have a beautiful Shabbat, a wonderful weekend, a terrific week, and I'll see you next Kabbalat Shabbat.